Hi, I'm Andy LeGrand. Welcome to our program. Today we'll be learning about something many of us have been working on for years, how to keep our cool. Your body is a powerful machine, capable of performing massive amounts of work. And like any machine, when pushed hard, your body produces a lot of heat. Whether you're outside under a hot sun, inside a busy factory, and even when you're bundled up against the cold, you need to be careful when your body warms up. A lot of heat forces your body to work overtime to prevent overheating. Of course, in hotter areas, it's even harder to cool off. You need to watch out. If the body becomes too hot, it can suffer heat stress. This happens when high body temperatures break down your body's ability to function normally. Ignoring the signs of heat stress can lead to more serious problems: heat cramps, heat exhaustion, or even heat stroke. To prevent heat stress, your body is constantly at work trying to keep you at a cool 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, your normal temperature. Let's take a look at how the process works. As your body temperature rises, your body begins to direct more blood toward the skin's surface. This allows the blood to release heat and cool you off. If you compare your body to a car engine, your blood works just like coolant. As the coolant circulates through the engine, it removes heat. Once the heat is released, the coolant returns to the engine to keep it cool. If the increase in blood flow doesn't cool you down by itself, your body goes into a second stage of heat reduction and begins to sweat. Sweating is another way for your body to release excess heat. As an added bonus, the warm sweat evaporates. This removes more heat from your skin and makes you more comfortable. The problem is that maintaining your body temperature this way depletes the body's valuable supply of fluids and minerals. This can be dangerous. Your body malfunction if it can't replace the fluids and minerals it loses through sweating. You can avoid trouble by learning what steps you can take to help beat heat stress. When you're working hard, you need plenty of fuel. This includes fluids and electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals like potassium and phosphate. They make it possible for the muscle cells in your body to work. You can help keep heat-related problems at bay by knowing how to replace the fluids and minerals your body needs. To begin with, let's take a look at fluids. Hard work can produce a lot of sweat. In fact, your body's capable of losing up to 1 quart of water an hour just by sweating. This is fluid that needs to be replaced. Be careful. Your natural thirst alone won't tell you how much to drink. You need to make a special effort to maintain the proper fluid level. When you're hard at work, you should drink 5 to 7 ounces of liquid every 15 minutes or so. It's also important to replace the minerals you lose when you sweat. Specially designed electrolyte drinks provide both the fluid and vital minerals that your body needs. In addition, they also provide fuel for your muscles in the form of easily digestible sugars. Don't even think about drinking alcoholic beverages during the workday or just after heavy exertion. Alcohol actually causes you to lose fluid. You don't want this to happen if your fluid levels are already low. You also need to watch out for medication when you're working in the heat. Some medicines go haywire if your body is too hot. Others will reduce the amount of heat you can tolerate. If you're on any medication, talk to your doctor to see if there could be any negative side effects. It's also important to eat the right foods. Stay away from hot, heavy meals. They just add more heat to your body. Instead, make it easy on yourself by eating light, cool meals. Extremely hot work areas can take a real toll on the body. You can help your body in these situations by slowly exposing yourself to the heat. Getting used to the heat may take 5 or 10 days, but taking your time allows your body to become accustomed to the higher temperatures. Eventually you'll be able to work longer and more efficiently in the heat. Of course, there are some people who will never get used to working in the heat. If you just can't seem to adjust, talk to your supervisor. Staying in shape is especially important when you work in the heat. It's a fact. Your body and its muscles perform better when they're in good condition. In addition, if you're in shape, you'll find that you've got more stamina when you work in the heat. Too much body weight, for instance, means you have to work harder to carry the extra load. In the heat, this means your body's cooling system will use even more energy. Working all day can often be tiring and uncomfortable, especially if you're feeling the heat. Choosing the right clothes, however, can solve this problem. Help your body get rid of excess heat by wearing loose, lightweight clothing made of cotton or cotton blends. Choosing the right color can help too. Avoid wearing dark colors. They absorb the heat and raise your body's temperature. Keep cool by picking out light colors that reflect the heat. For outdoor work, light-colored hats help keep the hot sun off your head. You should also apply sunscreen to keep your skin from burning. And don't forget your sunglasses. In areas where there are intense levels of radiant heat, your employer will provide special protective clothing, like reflective garments made of aluminized fabric or cooling ice vests. Ask your supervisor about the clothing that's best for the environments that you're working in. Once you're dressed for the heat, you need to look into using engineering controls that can also help reduce the temperature. Fans are a great way to limit the effects of high temperatures. The increased air movement provided by a fan helps evaporate perspiration and keeps you cool. Paying attention to the direction of the air movement can also help keep the temperature down. For instance, if you're working in one of the cooler months, you may want to bring cool air in. But if you're working in the summer or near a piece of equipment that produces heat, you'll probably want to blow the hot air away from your body. Talk to your supervisor about how you can get the best results from the fans in your work area. Even after we've done all we can to combat the heat, the temperature may still be too hot to handle. If someone suffers a heat-related injury, you need to act quickly. For the most part, minor problems like heat cramps and heat exhaustion can be treated easily. You can recover from these conditions with a little bit of rest and by simply replacing the fluids and minerals you've lost through sweating. If you don't take steps to relieve minor symptoms like cramps and exhaustion, you run the danger of going into heat stroke. This is extremely dangerous. Heat stroke attacks your body when it can no longer cool itself. Your body's temperature can rise so high that you can quickly suffer brain damage or even death. Be on the lookout for the symptoms of heat stroke. They include hot, flushed skin, very small pupils, and an extremely high body temperature. Act immediately if you think someone is going into heat stroke. Call for emergency medical service. Before help arrives, take the victim to a cooler area, away from sources of heat and direct sunlight. Quickly work to bring the victim's temperature down. If possible, immerse the victim in a cool bath Wrap them in wet sheets or towels and get a fan going. Heat stroke and other heat stress related problems can be avoided by taking a few sensible precautions. Make a conscious effort to replace the fluids and minerals you lose throughout the day. Take periodic breaks from the heat. A few minutes in a cool place will help keep you going. It's easy to prevent heat stress. All you have to do is prepare yourself for hard work. Let's review. Listen to your body. Pay attention to its signals. Know when to refuel by drinking fluids with electrolytes. And don't forget to eat light, cool meals during the workday. Take the time to get used to working in higher temperatures. Do it gradually. Dress appropriately for the heat. Use fans and other engineering controls when you can. And be prepared to handle heat-related emergencies. No matter where you're working, remember what you've learned today. And keep your cool.